So the Lakers faced off against the Miami Heat tonight, and the final score to this game was Los Angeles 130 to the Miami Heat 120. The Lakers do come out with the win tonight in tonight's game. I'm about to come at you guys with a recap of tonight's game and kind of like an analysis on what I seen in the game, what can help the Lakers moving forward. And you know what I liked tonight and what I did not like as well. So before we hop into the recap of tonight's game, man, y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And let's go and hop into the recap. So before we hop into the stats, man, I just want to give a major shout out to Jackson Hayes. He had to start tonight in the place of DeAndre Ayton because DeAndre Ayton is still dealing with the back spasms that kind of started messing with him and flaring up on him a little bit last game against the Memphis Grizzlies. He did miss the whole entire second half in that Memphis game. He did not play at all, and he didn't come out till like later in the fourth quarter. And he was like a late scratch tonight before tonight's game. He was questionable like an hour or two before the game, and they late scratched him, so he did not play tonight. Jackson Hayes played very well against a team that has a two-big lineup in Bam Adebayo, who's a perennial all-star in the NBA, and Khalil Ware, who's a very good young defensive center. And he has a lot of versatility. And Jackson Hayes held his own. He had a very good night tonight. He even stepped out and knocked down a three, which kind of surprised everybody. He was rebounding the ball. He was altering shots. He wasn't playing with his hands. And he had a very good night. Obviously, he dunked on a couple guys. He's very good at being a lob threat and using his athleticism on the offensive side of the ball. But Jackson Hayes is really becoming a good player when it comes to rolling and catching the ball from like the pick play, or when he sets his screens, when he rolls and he catches the ball. He's making good decisions from the roll. He's not just catching the ball and dunking or catching lobs. He's actually making good decisions when he comes off those pick and rolls. I mean, comes off those screens, and he's making the right decisions in the middle of the court. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing for him when it comes to passing the ball, playing defense without his hands. And I want to give a major shout out to Jackson Hayes. Also, guys, Jake LaRavia was absolutely amazing. We're starting to get in the territory of having a conversation of, should this guy start for the Lakers? Like, I really do think he complements Luka, Austin, LeBron when he comes back, and DeAndre Ayton. I feel like he complements everybody very well. And he's a great defender as well. He's been playing phenomenal defense since he's been here with the Lakers. And I think that the way he's playing offensively, cutting, his athleticism on the offensive side of the ball, being able to catch lobs, being able to be a good backdoor cutter, knocking down the three ball at a very high clip. I think over the last like 3 or 4 games, he's shooting like 60% from three. Now, obviously, that's not sustainable. But if you can shoot 37, 38, almost 40% from three, that is phenomenal as a role player in the NBA. And that's only making $6 million a year. So I want to give a major shout out to those two guys. And obviously Marcus Smart, man, he just continues to make all of the right plays at the right time on the defensive side of the ball. He made a couple momentum threes tonight as well. So Marcus Smart continues to be great for the team. Now let's go ahead and hop into the stats of the game, guys. Like I said, man, the Lakers did win tonight 130 to 120. They have a back-to-back tomorrow against the Portland Trailblazers. We'll be doing a recap on that game as well, and I'm going to have an additional video tomorrow as well, so y'all stay tuned for that. But pretty much, it was a team win tonight. Austin and Luka both had 25-plus points. Luka almost had a 30-point triple-double, but Luka had a terrible game tonight when it comes to shooting the ball, and he still had like a 30-point triple-double. He was still facilitating the ball at a high clip. He had 10 assists. Austin had 11. He had 11 rebounds as well, which helps a lot. You know, when you're playing a little bit smaller, because once Jackson Hayes goes to the bench and you playing Jared Vanderbilt as your starting center, or as your backup center pretty much, when Jackson Hayes goes to the bench because there's no Ayton, you know, you need help on the boards. And for Luka to have 11 rebounds tonight, that was very, very important. He did not shoot well from three specifically. He shot 9 of 22 from the field, which isn't good, but he shot so bad from three, that's what really brought his field goal percentage down tonight. He did shoot 10 of 12 from the free throw line, which is good because Luka has been kind of struggling from the free throw line. Rui Hachimura had a great night shooting again. He continues to shoot the ball very well from both sides of the ball. I mean, both positions of the three-point line and inside the arc and outside the arc. But like I said, man, look at Jake LaRavia's stat line, guys. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists, 10 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. He picks and chooses when he shoots his threes. When he's open, he lets it go. When he's not open, he pump fakes, he dribbles, he gets to the rim, and he's very good at getting to the rim and getting past people as well. So attacking closeouts, Jake LaRavia is very good at that as well. And look at the minute distribution. Like, look at the minutes. Rui Hachimura played 31 minutes tonight. He started, right? But Jake LaRavia was so good in this game. He played more minutes than the starting Rui Hachimura. And I just think it's because of the versatility on the defensive side of the ball. And Bronny James got some minutes tonight too. He played almost 20 minutes. And I just think he was very, very good on defense. In the little minutes he played, on the 18 minutes he played, he had 3 steals. He did not shoot the ball well. But I think that Bronny needs to be more aggressive when it comes to shooting the ball. If you miss, you miss. It just, if you're open, you have to shoot those open corner threes. When Luka was getting double teamed a couple times, he hesitated and he went to the rim, and he wasn't going to the rim to actually score. He was going to the rim to actually facilitate. He made a couple of good reads a couple times when it comes to assisting the ball and throwing good passes. But he caught a lob dunk from Austin Reaves that got the crowd going and stuff like that. But Bronny was phenomenal on defense tonight. I mean, he was really, really good. He was staying in front of the ball. He was sitting in the chair. And I think that's going to be his calling card early in his career. He's not going to be a 20-point per game scorer, even probably not even a 15-point per game scorer. Kind of like Davion Mitchell that plays for the Miami Heat right now. His calling card at the beginning of his career, he was a defensive-minded player, and he was a pit bull. He still is now. Bronny has all of those attributes to do the same exact things that Davion Mitchell is doing. He has extreme athleticism. He has very good lateral quickness. He has very good hands defensively, and he knows how to stand in front of the ball. He's stronger than what he looks as well. So I want to give credit to Bronny for the energy he brought tonight on the defensive side of the ball. So big shout out to Bronny. But like I was saying earlier, before we hopped into the stats, I do think that we have to have a conversation about Jake LaRavia. And what I mean by that is, this dude might be in the conversation for starting for this team. Because, and when I say that, he's just a seamless fit with the starters. And since he is 6'7", and since he is a better defender than Rui, it just seems like at times Rui gets lost on defense, especially in zones, and when it comes to like guarding backdoor cutters, he falls asleep sometimes. I still like Rui. I'm not saying trade Rui, get him out of LA. I'm not saying all that. But you know, maybe JJ is gonna keep doing what he's doing because it's working with Jake LaRavia, bring him off the bench, and like, you know, having that spark off the bench as well, because having a spark off the bench is very important as well. And what Marcus Smart is doing, man, I mean, you really have to watch the games when it comes to Marcus Smart. Don't look at the box score when it comes to him. Don't look at the points. Don't look at the field goal percentage. Don't look at those things. He does so many winning things on the court, man, on the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball, when it comes to moving the ball, when it comes to cutting and knowing how to make the next read, when it comes to passes, setting good screens, setting charges, getting in the passing lanes, knowing where the outlet is. He just knows so much. It's just so many good basketball plays. And you can definitely tell that Marcus Smart was on a team that went to the finals multiple times and should have won a championship. So, I want to, like, that signing this offseason, when people were saying that he was washed and he was this and he was that, it was just all noise. You know, I made a video prior to the Marcus Smart buyout and him signing with the Lakers, because the Washington Wizards had so many players on their roster. And once it was a possibility that he can be bought out, I was all in right away. And it's because of the things he do for the team now. Since he's been back, and even before him, when he missed he missed a game or two? I think he missed the Minnesota game. I think he just missed the Minnesota game. So before the Minnesota game and after, he just does the right things for this team. And he is in the starting lineup right now. And I think him or Jake should be in the starting lineup once LeBron comes back. I think you should have a starting lineup of Luka, Austin, Jake or Marcus Smart, Bron and DeAndre Ayton, obviously once they get back and get healthy. So I think that if you have a starting five of that caliber, you're going to be in good shape in the Western Conference. The Lakers right now are 5-2. They lost the first game of the season to the Warriors. They lost another game to the Portland Trailblazers that they really didn't. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Marcus Smart missed that Portland Trailblazers game as well. So they lost that game because they didn't have a lot of playmaking at all. Once Austin went to the bench, they just didn't have a lot of ball handling and, you know, things of that nature. So they do play against this Portland team tomorrow. Or tonight, should I say. They play against the Portland team tonight on back-to-back in Portland. So that's going to be a tough game as well, because Portland is playing very good, inspired basketball right now. And they just beat the Denver Nuggets the other night, the end of the game, to close the game out with just 5 wing players on the court. They didn't have no centers, no bigs. They have a plethora of wings that can play defense. And that's going to be a tough game tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that one as well, to see how Jake and some of these other guys play. So hopefully DeAndre Ayton can come back tomorrow as well. I kind of feel like they kind of just told him to kind of sit out tonight, because this is an Eastern Conference team and you playing against a Western Conference team tomorrow, And that's a more important game, obviously, because the West is just going to be such a dogfight this year for the playoff contending teams and the championship contending teams in the West. It's going to be such a dogfight for positioning. So these type of games, you know, you're on the second night of a back-to-back. So rest against the Miami Heat, and then come back tomorrow and let's try to beat this Trailblazers team and try to, you know, gain some traction, because they did just beat you last game. You know, obviously you had a lot of injuries, no Luka, no Marcus, no Bron. You know, you had a lot of guys out. So tonight's game will kind of be important for the standings, I feel like, because of the way the Portland Trailblazers are playing right now. They're playing very inspired, and like I said, they're playing better this year. They could possibly be a playoff team or a playing team where they're playing defense, shooting the three ball, offensive rebound. So that's going to be a very important game. But just to recap this game, man, I want to just say it was a very good team win tonight. Obviously, Luka and Austin did their thing. Luka didn't have a great shooting night tonight, but he still did a lot of things overall when it comes to affecting the game from all assets, when it comes to assisting, getting other guys involved, rebounding the ball. Jackson Hayes was phenomenal tonight. If we get this Jackson Hayes and continue to get this Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart, once LeBron comes back, you're going to be in really good shape. So I want to give a massive shout out to the role players. Rui played good. Everybody played good tonight that played. I want to give a massive shout out to these guys. That's a tough Miami Heat team. They run the best zone in the league. They have an extremely fast pace on offense when it comes to just pushing the ball up the court. Jaime Jaquez was an absolute motor. He was just a unit tonight when it comes to fast breaking, just being in transition, going down the court, getting mismatches, and, you know, kicking it to the right guy or just going all the way down, getting and ones and stuff like that. So, you know, this Miami Heat team was very tough, you know. So this was a very good win for the Lakers tonight. They didn't shoot the ball well from their two stars, but they found a way to win, and huge credit to the role players in tonight's game. So let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below, man. If you guys enjoy these recaps and these analysis after the game, y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.